They released a new Dragon Age trailer yesterday, and it got absolutely savaged by gamers. If you watch this trailer, you know that it's riddled with just bad dialogue, ugly-looking characters, and as you get into exactly what the game is, it's going to be another DEI, ESG infested nightmare of a game that is trying to play off of your nostalgia for a wonderful game back in the day in order to push their woke agenda once again. It's just like time and time again, this is exactly what's happening on everything. We lost Arkham Asylum to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, of course. Assassin's Creed has gone to the Black Samurai. Crazy stuff. A clip of that came out yesterday as well, where the Black Samurai is beheading Asian people to hip-hop beats. You can't make this stuff up. But I'm going to get into exactly how crazy and cringe Dragon Age Failguard is in just a moment, because it goes way over the top with the woke propaganda. All right, my name is John Delarose, and of course, I am a #1 best-selling comic creator, and I've got a new Kickstarter coming up. I would love for you to sign up for this. Click that green notify on launch. I've got this link in the description below. We came out with the first book of this in 2022, and it was awesome. Support was huge, and I can't wait to bring this new one to you. It's even better than the last. Thank you guys so much for supporting our art and supporting what we do here. It's going to be a great graphic novel, so click that, and please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and join us here. We have a great community where we're fighting against the woken culture, and I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much. So, yes, you see the ratio from yesterday, which it just got absolutely destroyed by gamers. And there's a reason for that. If you start getting into things, you start finding the wokeness all the way around for Dragon Age here. So here's what BioWare was posting on March 31st. Today is Transgender Day of Visibility. Trans people have always been a part of our worlds. We're proud to support them within our games and in real life. It's really interesting. I mean, you got the Pride Month, you got the Trans Day of Visibility, you've got other trans day. How many holidays do we have to support these people's little delusions of their genders? It's absurd. Every single day has to be just about a dude, putting on a dress, or a girl pretending to be a guy. It's leave me alone. And definitely leave me alone in my video games. It's interesting that, like, in the video game worlds, the like avatars here, even if they are a trans representation in Dragon Age here, it just looks like a regular dude. In real life, it doesn't exactly look like that. You always have a girl doing this, and they still look pretty effeminate. Or in the opposite, but they never look like a real woman. It is what it is. But then when you get into this, you start seeing where all of this is coming from, and this comes from Corrine Bush here, who works for Dragon Age as the game director, who's a queerosexual gendermancer. Yes, she, her. Don't misgender him. Or else. And this is exactly what happens. Now, of course, and then hashtag trans rights, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Now, this came out on the internet because everybody saw this trailer. They saw, oh, it's a black guy and a woman and a weird alien thing. Oh, it's the diverse party of every single game and every single movie that looks exactly the same. I love it. It's never about diversity. It's just about everything being exactly the same. And what it means, it's code for no white males. We want you out, which is absurd, especially in video gaming where white males are almost the entire audience. It's ridiculous. So this guy got caught because this was being talked about on X. And people were saying, you know what, this game's going to be woke, of course. And soon enough, dude removes all of his little modifiers about the gender queer or whatever, and just says game director of Dragon Age. Everything else is taken out of the profile. And of course, it's still tweets protected, because that's always, it's interesting. If you're going to be promoting a game like Dragon Age, you'd think you'd not want your tweets protected. You'd think you'd want following. But hey, these people are cowards, and they know what they're doing, and they know that their tweets are going to be scrutinized for all the DEI crap that they're trying to insert into Dragon Age. And that's what they're afraid of at this point, and exactly why they're trying to hide. Now, by the way, they always say, we looked at Alyssa Mercante's video yesterday where she went out there going, diversity is happening and nobody's forcing it. Suck it, gamers. And fight me. And if it was working so well, and diversity is just so natural, and everybody wants it in these video games, why would you have to then hide this from gamers once the game trailer starts coming out? You'd think you'd want to blast it out even more proudly, wouldn't you? If that was actually a good thing, if that actually sold units. Well, we found out over the last few months that gamers do have the power, and gamers hate this shit. They really do. And so these games fail when they push the woke content this hard. And Dragon Age is pushing it even harder than you might realize. So, yes, the game director in the IGN interview, as well as the headline, confirmed that every single playable character is pansexual in Dragon Age. Yes, this is where we're going. This is different than BG3, where the sexuality just adopted to whatever the players was, means they could be straight. The declaration that every character in Dragon Age is pansexual is inherently more political. And this is exactly what's being shown right here when you get into these articles. Not one character in Dragon Age Veilguard is straight. They got rid of all of them, not one left. Dragon Age Veilguard romance details revealed, including confirmation all companions will be pansexual. All of them. Of course, we are an M-rated game. We do have nudity. So it's going to be full-on gay pornography, just like everything is being turned into. This is the new frontier. Everything has to be gay porn or you're a bigot. And that's a wild difference from this, like, oh, we just want representation, like it was 10 years ago. If you think this is anything but just trying to force everybody into these lifestyles at this point, wake up, because it's crazy. This is absolutely nuts to look at over here. Of course, Dragon Age Veilguard is a BioWare game, and the games from the studio, specifically those in Mass Effect and Dragon Age series, are known to have some fairly explicit sex scenes. That's porn. Bush confirms that the Veilguard there will be no different, particularly towards the end of the game. Of course, we're M-rated. We do have nudity. There's also some obvious parallels to be made between the Veilguard and the last year's critical darling Baldur's Gate 3. The latter became known not only for its deep romances. Very nice. You can romance any companion regardless of gender and race, but also for its sex scenes, including one involving a wild-shaping druid that went pretty viral. Now, that's an understatement of the century when you talk about this going pretty viral. This was somebody having sex with an animal, and it looked like an animal, and it was really creepy, and it was clearly somebody putting their creepy little weird fetish into the game, and then making you see it all the way across things. This is what collapsed Baldur's Gate 3. The internet was completely outraged about it, and everybody hated it. And that's exactly what's gonna happen with Dragon Age, the Veilguard. We're gonna have the same sort of situation coming up. And if you look at reactions, we can look at this on Twitter real quick. You could tell that the fans are not having any of it. Bush isn't afraid to admit that she's played Baldur's Gate 3 and loved it. An RPG fan through and through. The more character-driven, party-based RPGs and bestiality with a deep emotional connection, the better. And that's what these people are. I mean, they're just sick. They're absolutely sick people all the way around. So looking at reactions to Dragon Age just that are going on across the internet right now, everybody in Dragon Age is queer. This is all going viral. And, of course, we've got the situation where they've gotten ratioed on the trailer. Daka says, we've known the new Dragon Age is going to be shit for a long time. They fired the only good writer left at BioWare. Yikes. And in 2024, it's forbidden to have solely straight heterosexual Western game characters. The LGBT has lost its status of victimhood and minority in AAA games. In the Western gaming industry, like Dragon Age Veilguard, being straight is essentially being a minority at this point. It's insane. It totally is. So everything in the conversation is being dominated by just like people not liking what's going on. Here is a meme that was that went pretty viral the other day. Why can't you just be normal? And screaming. And that's what it is. It's an attempt to actually erase normal people from society. That's exactly what they're counting on. They're counting on the fact that normal people have lives, and so you're not going to perpetually sit around and just like shriek at the internet like these people do all day long. So they can insert their weird agendas and try to pretend like the weird is normal and the normal is weird, and you're just going to go about your day, go to work, hang out, come back and try to play your games anyway. They're counting on you to buy this stuff anyway as a consumer, to propagate their own weird political agendas. All you have to do is don't buy this, don't buy Dragon Age, don't play it, stop playing the AAA games for 2-3 years to flatten the curve. We just got to flatten the curve, my friends. And then these companies are going to start to take notice and fire all these people. It's already happening, and we're just getting started. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for the Hidden Emperor Kickstarter. Link in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting us. We'll be back soon.